He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Oman Cricket Academy, the home of cricket in Muscat. Between these wonderful Al Hajar mountains are these lush green outfields of the Oman Cricket Academy. And this is a contest that you've been waiting to watch out for. IAS Invincibles and Yallah Shabab Giants. It is the Super League Oman T20, where action is certainly on offer. What a wonderful day to play cricket. Clear skies, a little bit of cloud cover on occasional occasions, and that's where it's going to be a brilliant day to play cricket. A wonderful wicket to bat on as well. We've seen some good, thrilling contests on day one. Although on both occasions, chasing team were not able to win. On the first one, Yallah Shabab Giants were dominating and they won convincingly. But the Oman development team just couldn't close down in the evening. Right now it is IAS Invincibles versus Yallah Shabab Giants. Two teams that have some unfinished business from the Oman T20. And that is when they would want to resolve it in the Oman T20 Super League. If you're talking about the Yallah Shabab Giants, it's going to be starting off with Zoeb Amanat, Zikaria Islam. You obviously have the left arm spin of Shakil Ahmed. Super Sanju is also going to be in the mix of things. Sai Shiv Narayan, Mujibur Ali, Leo Kane Francisco, Jay Odedra, Faisal Shah, Anfal and Abdul Khalik. That'll sum up the 11 of Yallah Shabab Giants. And then when you're talking about the IAS Invincibles, you obviously have the likes of Abdul Rauf, who's going to be right behind the stumps. Ali Imran is in the mix of things. Anisur Rahman, with his late hitting capabilities, is going to be featuring. Mehran Khan right at the top, and with his experience is going to play a big role. Mohammad Imran with his pace. Mozahir Raza with the change of pace. Preet Nanda comes in the mix of things. Sadeep right at the top, so important for IAS Invincibles. Obviously the captain Savindu is going to be making sure everything is organized, and Shahzad with that left arm spin. And talking about left arm spin, don't miss out on Pasindu. He's going to be playing a big role in this game as well. What a moment for the side in pink and red. What a moment. Joining me in the comm box, it's none other than the very experienced Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, how are you doing today? Excited for a thriller?
Absolutely. Good afternoon to everyone watching this beautiful game we are having. Absolutely. We just finished the D20 league and now it's Super League. Those teams who have been not performed according to their credentials, now I'm going to perform in this particular tournament, taking the revenges that has been given the last tournament.
Absolutely. Especially these two sides. The Giant Killers, IAS Invincibles, are against the Giants, Yallah Shabab Giants. And that is where IAS Invincibles would want to make a big impact on this game. Faisal Shah is ready to load. He's going to be up against Sadeep, who is a star player for IAS Invincibles. And partnering him in the middle is Mehran Khan, who's at the non-striker's end. Faisal Shah charging in. Slides down the leg. Leo will make sure that no extra calamity happens here.
After quite some matches, the IAS Invincible are batting first time. And they have been asked to bat first. So we'll have to see how they're going to, because generally their contradiction is that when they bat first, they try to get runs, 140, 50, that's what Saminda was talking about. But of course, Yallah Shabab has no different thoughts. Of course, Faisal Shah, the main killer, left arm fast bowler, is having the ball in his hand.
Big shot on the leg side, catching opportunity. It's held on. What a moment in this game. The very second delivery, the very first legal delivery, is going to be resulting in the departure of Sadeep. He's been such an impactful player, and he's going to be departing back to the dugout very early.
What a start for IAS Invincibles, and of course Yallah Shabab, Faisal Shah, ball down the leg side, and Sadeep tried to flick it off, got it right, but absolutely wonderful catch by the fielder at a deep fine leg. popped up in his hand, went back into the crease and then come back into the boundary line. A great catch. What to start with.
Absolutely. Great catch by Abdul Khaliq. He was the fielder stationed at deep square leg. Running towards long leg. Just made sure that he holds on to a brilliant catch. What a moment it is for Yallah Shabab Giants very early in this game, Jamil bhai.
And a big setback to them as well. Sandeep is one of the best players. He has got a lot of runs during the D20. But today, of course, this World Cricket call. A day belongs to you, fine. If it doesn't belong to you, of course, it's the other's one. But all credit to Abdul Khaliq for taking that brilliant catch. Absolutely stunning one. The very first ball, legal ball as you said, had been caught right on the deep fine leg boundary.
Really feel that ideally Sandeep was looking to play it more towards deep mid wicket. But that late inward movement that we've seen Faisal Shah generating even in that Asia Cup match against India where he got the better of Shubman Gill, that is what would have resulted in the ball going towards the deep square leg, effective as it is.
What a start, but now absolutely thrilling one.
Flicked on the leg side, not able to get runs at the moment. The D20 was exciting, but when you talk about the D20 Super League, oh boy.
When you add super, it means more than what we have seen in the last D20.
And primarily, what is so good about it is that the number 5 and number 6 have united to be the team number 5 in this competition, and that's where the weaklings have been removed. That's the best way I can put it.
Absolutely. Oh, very well collected by the wicketkeeper. Moreover, I think all credit to Oman cricket once again giving those players a maximum chance to get them fit, get them runs, get them wickets, and some extra fielding as well for the big event.
Performances, they matter so much. Form in the middle. It's one thing to knock the ball in the nets, and it's another to have runs in the middle, pick up wickets in the middle. Guided to third for a single. This is going to be a very interesting phase because IAS Invincibles on the back of Sadeep, Savindu, Mehran, they like to go flashing. And Yallah Shabab Giants on the back of especially Faisal Shah, they obviously have the left arm spin of Shakil Ahmed. They're very effective in the power play. And that's where this is going to be a great contest.
Definitely, yes, IAS Invincible definitely coming from that magnificent victory against Majlis Titans in the D20 final. They're carrying from there on. Beautifully bowled, and there's a low appeal, and it's wicket number 2. Back to the dugout. It's an LBW. Faisal Shah, what beautiful delivery you have bowled this one to Mehran Khan.
That late inward movement is the problem that is causing to the batter. And Faisal Shah with the new ball, a shining, stunning new ball, is getting some decent inward movement. First, it all started with that wicket of Sadeep, now the wicket of Mehran Khan. And all of a sudden, IAS Invincibles in the first over are 2 wickets down and in a lot of trouble.
What an over. Absolutely brilliant over from Faisal Shah. Known for his brilliance in swinging, out swinging deliveries. And this was the one which came into Mehran Khan. No time for him to bring the bat out. Caught right in front of the wicket. Very sedate start for IAS Invincibles. Contrary, they used to have good start in the other matches they have played in the D20.
He was looking for a big one to start off with. That's the problem. 2 wickets down in the first over. IAS Invincibles are already on the back foot. Those that have just joined us, Yallah Shabab Giants won the toss earlier and they elected to field. And this is the right kind of start that they would have wanted.
Yeah, every team, Pranav have their own plans to start, whether they're going to bat first or they're going to bowl first. In most of the matches we have seen, Yallah Shabab opted to bowl first. And today also one of the day, beautifully stuck off the toes towards the mid-wicket boundary. And they got 2 runs. Good running between the wickets.
Abdur Rauf, he's been the anchor. He's been the backbone for IAS Invincibles. Comes in, plays in those difficult situations. On most occasions, he's been able to bail out IAS Invincibles, and that's where IAS Invincibles were able to finish as champions.
He did lot scoring for his team, and today is the time for him to come up with some good numbers for himself and also for his team, which looks to be in trouble at the moment. Beautifully bowled. Once again into Abdullah Rauf, and he just played it out.
It's Anfal PM, who has the new ball in hand. Very different approach from Yallah Shabab. Generally it is Shakil Ahmed, but with 2 right-handers in the middle, they've gone with off-spin.
Quite nicely, Saishib, a very thinking captain. He knows that Shakil Ahmed, as we talked to him about little dynamite outside the office. Anfal always tried to bowl quicker ones, but now outside the office stump, quick deliveries, armour one. He got some wickets in the last T20 series, and a very good all-rounder.
Very interesting ploy to have Anfal bowling in the power play. He's a handy bowler. You can call him a mystery spinner. Won't be wrong in saying that he's almost a mystery spinner who has a few variations up his sleeve. At the moment, he's angling away from the right-hander.
They generally do like that, and one armour come into the batter, that's the most lethal one. Once again, try to smash it. Not a thicket. Still, 4 dot balls in a row by Anfal. Pressure is really mounting on IAS batters at the moment.
Truly, pressure mounting. They need a boundary here to calm things down. And who better than the captain himself to take control? Although, won't be wrong in saying that, they have seen a lot of this. A couple of wickets falling early in the game. Then the likes of Savindu, Abdur Rauf. Inside out. Never look to keep it down. The ball will get to the boundary. Savindu is very expressive, and at the moment he's getting results in his favour.
Absolutely brilliant one outside the office stump. Just open the face of the bat and cracks the gap between extra cover and cover for the first boundary for IAS Invincible. He is a very, very responsible captain as a batter as well. But now we have seen him batting in the crucial conditions, but coming up good. Today also it's time for him to come up with some good runs for him as well.
One player that they are missing out on is Atharva Kalidas Kale. What a prolific striker. Faisal Shah is going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end. What a start he's given to Yallah Shabab Giants. Can he add on to it? Lovely drive. Abdur Rauf loves width on the offside. and on this occasion gets a boundary for himself. He's not going to be bogged down by the situation. He loves to express himself, and this is the best way he can do it.
Beautifully played on the up, played out towards the extra cover boundary by Abdul Rauf. He too is a very, very attacking batter. Played so many times in the conditions they have been playing now. 2 wickets back to the dugout, but now Savindu and him to try to repair the damage. Very good running between the wickets.
And this is the right way to do it. Get a boundary and then just nudge it around and get a quick single, get off strike. That's the best way to keep the scoreboard ticking. Moving on to 14 of 14 deliveries. I think they're going to be looking for somewhere close to 40, 45 in the power play. These are good wickets to bat on. You expect to get somewhere close to 170. Lovely delivery, another quick single. At the moment, they're doing justice to the situation by picking up singles.
Right technique by these two batters, Rauf and Savindu. Savindu got a boundary in the last over, and this time Abdul Rauf has a boundary in this over of Faisal Shah, and they go for 2 quick singles. Very sensible.
Abdul Rauf. Shot pulled in the air. Fielder don't think will get underneath it. It will be a single for Abdul Rauf. For majority part of the time, he was in a very awkward situation with the pace of Faisal Shah.
Intelligent bowling from Faisal Shah. He knows that he has got 2 boundaries in this over particularly. 1 boundary from Rauf. We tried to test him with a bouncer. It was a good bouncer. Directed at him. Played up especially to the short square leg.
Looking for a quick single, won't get it. Super Sanju at the gully region is a live wire. For Anfal, who's bending his back hard as a spinner. Not often do you hear that.
Yes, of course, he has got a little pace as well. Three consecutive deliveries have been bowled in the same area. This time tried to reverse sweep it. Loud appeal. It's with the bat. This is the one we're talking about, coming into the batter with quick pace as well.
Yeah, what I understand is that at the moment Anfal is bowling those darts, not giving much of an opportunity to IAS Invincible to get underneath the ball, capitalize and utilize. Something that is going to be interesting is to watch out Rauf against Anfal. Rauf is an experienced contender. Once again, late outward movement from the right hand.
The batter. Once again, beautifully bowled. This is the one coming little inside to the batter. Clever bowling from him.
I'm not sure whether it is the leg cutter that he's bowling or is it the seam up delivery, slow seam up delivery. Not able to get a good view of the release. Shot straight to the fielder at covers. It's going to be a dot ball, and another brilliant over from Anfal comes to an end.
Shakil Ahmed, the little dynamite is brought in from Oman, LNG end. Once again, top edge. Great attempt. And what a catch. Absolutely thrilling one. Top edge it. He dived toward the left side. Took the catch by one hand. What a catch it was. Brilliant one.
Not really sure who the fielder is. I think it is Zohaib Amanat who's being celebrated. So many players have surrounded him that we haven't been able to get the visual of him. Savindu, a struggling 8 for him as he walks back to the dugout, and all of a sudden IAS Invincibles 3 down for 18 are in serious trouble. In walks Preet Nanda. He's a foreign recruit. He's just walked into Oman a few days ago, and that's where he has a point to prove still. Walking in at a serious juncture. 3 down for 18.
Very, very bad situation for IAS Invincible. And a newcomer has to perform. As we talk about a lot of foreign recruits we have in the different teams. But for now, what a... And a newcomer has to perform. Catch. Absolutely thrilling one. Top class one. Just with one hand, top edge of the bat, going toward the third man. He just jumped in. Picked up inches of the ground.
What a moment in this game. Just the 5th over. Shakil Ahmed has picked up a wicket of the very first delivery that he's bowled. And all of a sudden they are in trouble. Unbelievable catching from Zohaib Amanat on that occasion.
Once again, beautifully bowled by Shakil Ahmed into the newcomer. Once again, beautiful. Preet Nanda. Once again, what is exactly happening? But now, what is happening at the ground?
We're left speechless. Preet Nanda, who's just come into the middle, very first delivery that he's faced.
Once again,
what is exactly happening?
Indicating that the ball didn't go anywhere. Where were you trying to hit it? Preet Nanda, very disappointing. The foreign recruit is going to be walking back for a duck.
well, I think he misread the delivery from Shakil Ahmed. He thought might be turning a bit, but most of the time, Shakil Ahmed is bowling the straightforward one, quicker one, medium pacer, and this is what exactly he has done. He has mistimed it and gotten out.
Certainly a very big moment in this game. Anis Rahman will come to the middle. They're going to be missing out on the services of Sufyan Yusuf in this game, who played such a crucial knock in the finale.
Abdul Rauf now has got more responsibility. And not to forget the young match winner of the final, Muzahir Raza. I still not come.
But
And yes,
honestly, talking about Preet Nanda, when you're a foreign recruit, when a player is sitting out who's been the performer of the finale, you need to be a little more responsible, isn't it?
well, I think he might be thinking what I believe that, because when he came, the first delivery was outside the off stump, and the second one he tried to misread it 100%. He thought might be turning, but it was a straightforward one. That's why he tried to smash it, took the top edge, and got in the gully. What in start for Shakil Ahmed as normal as he is.
Plays it watchfully. Anis Rahman, very mature player. Wicket dot, wicket dot. Slower through the air, Shakil Ahmed. Inside the power play, 4 wickets down. Trouble for IAS Invincible.
Surely, yes, somebody has to recover from here, rebuild the damage done. Once again, it's a shout. But umpire says is sliding down the leg side. Once again, a brilliant over from Shakil Ahmed. 5 overs done, 18 for 4, IAS Invincibles.
Anvil. He's going to be continuing bowling those darts. And that has been so effective. Not quick enough to hit him through the line. And not slow to get underneath the ball, just spot on. Driven straight down the ground. It's just going to be a single. It's a newfound hero, Anis Rahman. That last ball 6 is what made a name for him. What are they going to be doing play second fiddle through the power play. I think that is what they'll have to do. Going on the back foot, this can be mighty interesting. Probably sliding down the leg, probably a little bit of height. The ground. And a little bit of banter from Anfal, showcasing that the ball went nowhere. I just didn't get a visual of it. 19 for the loss of 4. Trying to play too many shots at the moment as Anis Rahman to get off the mark.
Too much trouble for IAS Invincibles. All the top players have back into the dugout. This Rahman and Ataullah is the more one who can take the team to some respectable total.
And the last thing that they want is a run out, a mix-up like this one where Anis Rahman ran halfway down the wicket and came back. And he'll finish the power play with a dot ball. End of the power play, 19 for the loss of 4. And mediocre 1 for IAS. They're in serious trouble at the moment. End of the power play. Shakil Ahmed continues from the Oman LNG end. 2 problems for IAS Invincibles. 1, 4 wickets down. 2, not a lot of runs on the board. Which one do you think they're going to be countering first?
Foremost is to keep the wickets in hand. Still only 6 overs have been done. And if these two can get around 20-30 partnership, then of course some relief will be there for this team, especially Muzairaza is also there, they know that. But these two have to build up a good partnership now. Without that, it will be difficult for them. That's the right thing. Just nudged around, go for the singles.
But then on this wicket, where 170 has been an average score so far in this tournament, do you think playing second fiddle for too long will allow them to get anywhere closer to 170, even 150?
From here on, I believe around 140, 145, 50 could have been managed in case they do have a couple of good partnership between them. Currently, things looks not good at all for them.
The trick that they've missed is maybe they could have promoted Muzahir Raza at this position and tried for a counter attack. Not even at this position, probably instead of Preet Nanda, to take advantage of the power play. He's a big striker and you never know. He can play a maestro of a knock and bail them out.
I was expecting Muzairaza to come in place of number 4, number 5, but I think they do have some their own strategy. At the right time for Muzairaza to come, lash it out some couple of sixes and boundaries, take the pressure out. But again, actually, great bowling from Shakil Ahmed and Faisal Shah really bogged them out, apart from a couple of boundaries that has been scored in the first 2 overs.
The problem is as such that you don't know which is the run scored and which is the wickets taken in the economies of Shakil Ahmed. Plays him watchfully. Just 3 runs from his 2 overs and he's picked up 2 wickets. Shakil Ahmed is on a roll here. 7 overs done, 22 for the loss of 4. Jay Odedra. Would I be wrong in saying that Jay Odedra has got a spot in the national side because of his brilliant performances in the D20?
Apart from that, he is an experienced off-spin bowler, played for national team for so many years. And with such a big tournament up, you need to have some experienced bowler, as Jay Odedra is, and performed exceedingly well in that D20 tournament.
I feel that what has made him more successful is the variation that he's been using to the right-handers. He keeps it out of the arc of the right-handers, picked up wickets, because a batter who's not picking up the variations is always going to be in trouble when facing Jay Odedra.
He do have all the varieties and recently added this dosra in his varieties. So that is a very, very good sign for off spinner. And he used it so nicely in the D20 tournament, getting so many wickets on that.
Just look at that. Once again, angling away from the right-hander. It's going to be off the outside edge of Anisur Rahman. He wouldn't mind it. But at the moment, Jay Odedra is dominating the affairs with the newfound quality of his.
It was quite shot outside the off stump. And Ataullah just opened the face of the bat, picks the gap through the slips and get a well-deserved, much-needed boundary.
What a moment in this game. Once again, look at that delivery. Just not turning and just going straighter with the angle. Jay Odedra, the champion that he is, almost unplayable at the moment. And what makes him even more interesting is that it is very difficult to read that variation. Coming from the land of Gujarat, he's played some good quality top level cricket in Gujarat, now dominating the affairs in the domestic circuit of Oman.
He has been around Oman from last at least from 7 and 8 years. And he is performing every year with his brilliant bowling. End of over number 8, it is 27 for 4 IAS Invincibles. Shakil Ahmed will continue. Look at the figures. 2 overs, 3 runs, 2 wickets. A dream start for him.
It's a habit now for Shakil Ahmed. The kind of Shakil Ahmed that we know, the little dynamite, the little maestro, the magician. He's slowing the pace down of the ball, understanding that there's a lot of pressure on IAS Invincibles, and that is where I would have wanted to see somebody like Muzahir Raza, because these deliveries would have flown out of the ground.
Well, I think currently both of them are playing well, trying to get the singles. And of course, any odd boundary coming, that's over. The right thing to do. Nicely placed towards the long off for the single. Only thing they need to have a partnership right now. But now that's what their most important job is to. 30-40 runs partnership between these two can give them some more leverage to come bring in Muzahir to come and do his cameo.
First signs of urgency coming from Anisur Rahman. We'll just get a single to long on. 4 singles from this over of Shakil Ahmed. I really feel that the kind of player that Abdurrahman Ataullah is, he would want to tonk one of these deliveries out of the ground. Looking for a big hit, not able to make an impact. Misses the inside edge, unmoved is the umpire Gopakumar. How good am I at predicting?
Yes. But again, once again, he didn't saw where the ball is going, keeping his eyes closed and tried to smash it. This time, once again, swung the bat towards the mid-wicket boundary. Got single.
Not much that Abdul Khalik would have been able to do on this occasion. He took a splendid catch previously in the game. 9 overs done. 32 for the loss of 4. Invincibles. Odedra continues with his wrong one. And that is so impressive because he's not being greedy bowling those off spin. He's not looking to target the wickets. He's not looking to target those pads. What he's trying to do is stay economical.
Well, I think he isn't so much experience behind him, Jayodedra. He knows how to bowl in the conditions outside the off, the quicker one. So talking about, and generally the off spinners take little time to settle in. This is his second over. So obviously after maybe 2 overs he will try, or maybe this over Martin going to try to have this odd dusra.
Dancing down the wicket. Nudges it around on the leg side. They're pushing for the second. They will get it. They're very quick between the wickets. And what is interesting, Jamil Bhai, is that if any youngster is watching this game, they would certainly recollect that their coaches say, attack the stumps, bowl within the stumps. And here is a player who's in with an ample amount of experience, and he's realized that just by staying out of the arc of the batter in this particular format, that is what does the trick for you.
Those are the initial stages when the coaches tell the spinners they try to bowl in the wicket. With the man of experience of Jayodedra is totally different now. He knows all the conditions and how to bowl in those conditions.
I wish I could agree with you, because probably 6 months ago, Jayodedra would also attack the stumps. But now has come a time when he believes in staying away from the arc of the right-hander, and that is where he's hardly leaked any boundaries.
Even bowling in the stumps is not a bad idea. I mean, one of two variations are there outside the off stump, quicker one or dusra, and one in the stumps. This time smashed it into the air, going to be the maximum, perhaps the longest one we have seen today, the first one.
Abdul Rauf Ataullah, he was looking to go after Shakil Ahmed in the previous over. On this occasion, he goes after Jayodedra, and right on the brink of the 10-over mark, Abdul Rauf Ataullah is able to get a maximum, which will make the scorecard look a little more consolidate. 42 for the loss of 4 at the halfway mark. It's time for drinks. 10 runs from that over of Jay Udedra. As they walked into the halfway mark, 42 for the loss of 4. Even if they get another 100 in the last 10, they will still just get to 142, and that is something that is not going to be sufficient on this wicket. What are they going to be doing here, Jamil bhai?
I think they are doing the right thing up now. They are taking the singles, and as and when they get chance, they go for the boundary and the maximum. I think much depend upon Abdul Rauf Ataullah. He is the key now for IAS Invincible. As long as he is on the wicket, I am sure runs will be coming. Anis only has to give him the second fiddle.
I wish I could agree with you. I just feel that, they'll need a boundary at the minimum in the last 10 overs. Every over needs to get a boundary. Mujibur comes into the attack immediately, runs on offer. Intent from Anis Rahman. Will get a boundary. Probably might have come from his bat.
You keep predicting and the runs will be coming. The moment you said he tried to sweep it, I think got the bottom part of the bat and got 4 valuable runs. Anis is also, we have seen a good innings from Anis Rahman in the not the last 6, but he just single and double in the last match. Give good support to the other batters.
Drill down the ground for a single. I agree that 6 was valuable. He was dedicated with the player of the match by Atharva Kalidas Kale, who played a brilliant knock in that game. But I feel that if Anis Rahman can get a 50 or 60 today, that will be even more valuable than that maximum.
This is what I'm talking about. These two have the key for IAS Invincibles, especially Ataullah, Abdul Rauf Ataullah. He is a very, very solid batter and understands the situation well.
I am in total agreement that these two are the key, but whether the lock remains the same from Yallah Shabab Giants, that's going to be the question. Because as of now, IAS Invincible, no player has been able to open that lock of Yallah Shabab Giants.
These two will try to do that. And they are trying to. I mean, you cannot hit each ball for a boundary per now. I mean, they know the situation. 4 wickets, top of the back to the dugout. They are feeling that responsibility, Ataullah and Aziz, and they are playing according to that.
7 runs from this over. Not happy with the proceedings. Behind him is Gopakumar. Once again, drill down the ground. This will be another single. So 8 runs coming from that over of Mujibur Ali. 50 will be up for IAS Invincibles with that single. 11 overs done, 50 for the loss of 4.
Talking about IAS, 140 if they will get. We have seen that lot of matches they have won scoring 130, 140 with their brilliant bowling and fielding. So 140 will definitely a good stiff target for them to defend.
But let's not forget, Jamil bhai, to be honest, Yallah Shabab Giants chased down 175 yesterday. And great knocks from Zakaria Islam. But that knock from Faisal Shah right at number 7, number 8, that was valuable in chasing down that total. 175 looked ordinary against them. Big shot on the leg side. It's found the gap. And it's going to be finding the boundary as well. Abdul Rauf Ataullah who's been playing second fiddle for so long, means business now.
He's a very, very destructive batter, responsible, lot of experience behind him. And today he's just showing the class that he is. Each day is a different day for now. We talk about cricket. 175 been chased down maybe 17, 18 years. One day 120 and 25 will be difficult to chase, as we have seen in the T20 matches.
Sai Shiv asking to stay out of the arc of Abdur Rauf Ataullah. Something similar was suggested by Wasim Ali in the D20. And there it was very expensive. And it's going to be expensive on this occasion as well. Some decent fielding will allow them to get a couple of runs. You don't want to be staying out of the arc of Abdur Rauf Ataullah.
Because they fumbled at the boundary line, they could have taken the advantage of that one. So again, he tried to towards the short wicket for the single.
And this is a very interesting field because shot third inside the circle, they have a deep point, they have a deep cover. And then that is where you're bowling wide outside the off stump. Dancing down the wicket, in the air, catching opportunity, catch taken. Softest of dismissals for Anis Rahman, who was looking to build and take the game deep. But at the prime location, at the prime moment, at the prime stature of this game, Super Sanju at backward point holds on to a catch. And Abdul Khalik gets his first.
This is the partnership we were talking about, but now finally it has been broken by Abdul Khalik. The rash shot from Anisur Rahman and got the prize going back to the dugout. And in comes Muzahir Raza, the player of the match of the D20 finals. Now from here he has to show that he is an experienced batter and can bat in the conditions. Moving down the leg side for the single.
A single to wind that over up. 8 runs from that over of Abdul Khalik and a wicket of Anisur Rahman. 58 for the loss of 5 at the end of 12 Invincibles.
So it's a very, very desperate situation for IAS Invincible. At the time, Muzahir Raza has joined in. Same time, Mudassir joins in Combox. Welcome, Mudassir.
Good afternoon, Jamil Bhai, and good afternoon to all of our viewers. Controlling the things is Yallah Shabab Giants in this game so far. Half of the side back in the hut. The D20 champions, they're struggling in the first game of D20 Super League.
Going back of the wicket Muzair Raza, this is a very, very tricky situation for him. You always go back and try to play it on both the legs in front of the wicket. And the chances of getting the ball hit on the pad will be a very difficult thing for him.
Thick outside edge. Very busy at short third. Zohaib Amanat already picked up a stunner. The bowling of Shakil Ahmed. And technically, he's not a sound batter, Raza, but in T20, all you need is, if you can, go after the bowlers, be brave, play those big shots, as we have witnessed in the final of D20. Oh, they are convinced, but not out, says the leg umpire. Slight hesitation, but that full length dive from Atta, just saving him this time.
This is what they have to think of. Both Ataullah and Raza run out at stage, the last nail in the coffin for IAS Invincibles. So they had to be sensible of it.
Absolutely, and that too they cannot afford to lose Ataullah at this stage. IAS, they'll be hoping Atta to remain till the final ball of this innings. So much of experience. Even if you remember in the D20 final, 3 wickets down, he came and he played with positive intent, got runs against the fast bowlers.
He's a very, very good experienced batter, Abdullah Fataullah. And seen so many situations for IAS Invincible when he came in under the condition at the moment we have at the moment 5 wicket down. End of over number 12, it is 62 for 5 IAS Invincibles. Abdul Khalik will continue, got a wicket in the last over. This time once again standing and playing across the wicket. But missed the stumps as well, missed the ball as well.
Having a good game, Abdul Khalik so far. Took the blinder of a catch at deep fine. That led to the fall of Sadeep Hevadavage. And now with the ball already, a wicket in his kitty, the likes of Anisur Rahman back in the hut. Not express with the pace, but he has got those variations.
He's a very good bowler, sensible. Always try to bowl in the stumps. Sometime movement also came off the wicket for him. This is what talking about outside the off stump, try to smash it. This is the time where he had to show some patience, Muzair Raza. He knows the situation, that team needs him to be on the wicket.
And that too, at this stage, they need to look for 120, 125, don't look for 150. Another back of length, change of pace. So far the going has been good for Khalik. But waiting for IAS. Another 60 runs in the next 38 balls. If these two stay till the end, they can add more.
Definitely. Even 120, 125 definitely be a total which I'm sure Coming down the wicket this time, going back to the long on boundary and spilled over for boundary, which we're talking about. Not a good feeling.
Not a good effort for the fielder, but 4 runs will be added to the total. It was Anfal PM, the fielder at Cow Corner.
Nicely placed. Lucky escape for Muzahir Raza. Could have been curtains for him. End of over number 14, 69 for 5, IAS Invincibles. Mujibur Ali, shot, tried to sweep it. Another catch. Can't believe that those things are happening from IAS Invincible. They are so good. We have seen 2 stunners, one from Zuhair Amanat and one from Abdul Khalik. And suddenly 2 simpler have been dropped.
It was Shakil Ahmed, the fielder, at fine leg. All of a sudden, the fielding looks ordinary. Sometimes it tends to happen when you have the control of the game. You just get a bit relaxed. And as of now, a lone warrior, Ataullah, for IAS. An extra quicker delivery by Ali. Utilizing the resources quite well in this game is Sai Shiv Narayan. And yesterday, they chased a target of 177, Jamil Bhai. And thanks to Zikriya Islam. In the air, chance for Shah Faisal. And he takes it. The young Raza, he needs to depart. Ali strikes for the first time.
Well, this is what I was talking about. He has played so much cricket now, Muzahir Raza, so he's young. He knows the situation of the team. So he had to give some support to Ataullah, but his intention was to go for the big match boundaries. This time also he played too well, I believe, and a good catch by Faisal Shah. Wicket number 6, back to the dugout for IAS Invincible, 71 for 6. Shehzad, the hero of the last T20 final between IAS Invincible and Majlis Titans. Time where team needs him to give maximum support to Rauf Ataullah.
And they are the kind of batters, the likes of Raza and even Shehzad Rahim. When 30 needed of 10, 12, they are the batters who can come out and get you those quick runs. But if it is run a ball 20, then you cannot expect the batters like Shehzad and Raza, because they are the ones who go with that approach of free flowing, and that has been the problem. Temperament in this game by Raza clearly missed.
Good, at least runs are coming. One run to Ataullah. "15 overs done, 71 for 6 IAS Invincibles."
Last 5, 71 for the loss of 6. Ataullah, a lone warrior as of now for IAS Invincibles, batting on 40. It all started with the Shah Faisal and that effort. A catch taken at deep fine by Abdul Khalik. Then Wickets went down quickly. Fielding has been superb. Couple of good catches. Ground fielding has been good so far, apart from a couple of misfields.
Actually, there are much what you call chances have been given to the field placement. Very few boundaries, very few maximums. This time talking about this beautifully played, lovely shot. 4 runs. This is what talking about. Lovely shot from him.
The experience, Abdul Rauf Ataullah getting those runs, very strong towards that offside. Technically very solid player. He knows how to get those runs, Jamil Bhai.
He has a lot of experience behind him from Pakistan. He has played a lot of cricket there. And using all his experience, and the right thing to do. With the new team, you have to show your class, your batting powers, your wicket-keeping skills as well. Once again, from the middle of the bat for the single.
Rightly said, they played a lot of good amount of cricket back home in Pakistan. Hails from Faisalabad, Punjab. Abdul Rauf. He also represented Pakistan under 19 side. He was a regular with Pakistan International Airlines team. But for the past decade, he has been living in this country.
Such a fantastic background he has got. And he has showed, yes, he is a player who has played so much cricket back at home. Shehzad placed it out for the single. Right thing to do for Shehzad to give more strike to Abdul Rauf Ataullah. As the number of overs being 4. Much depending on how much he can collect in the last 4.3 overs. Good running between the wickets, right thing. Quickly moves on to 46. What a knock he's played so far for this team. Ataullah, when 2 wickets down, he came and take the team along with him with his responsible knock so far.
Like a wall in the middle order for IAS Invincibles. Whenever the team is in trouble, he always comes out with something special, especially with the bat. And look at that strike rate also, where the other batters struggle. 46 of just 39 balls. Not only making sure to play those dot delivery, but those timely boundaries also helping the cause of his team. Drive firmly struck. Some work for the fielder. Oh, what an effort. Zoeb Amanat, a live wire in the field, having a good outing.
That is stunner from him. Now a certain boundary has been saved. Well, that should be the attitude of all the players playing this Super League T20. All they are knocking on the national levels. So this has to be shown by them for the youngsters who are coming to watch this tournament.
And top of that, lovely conditions, lush green outfield. As a youngster, even the likes of Mohammad Nadeem in the last tournament, we have seen him throwing himself. So was the case of Amir Kaleem. So lovely facilities, so you need to enjoy.
This is what game of cricket is. You can enjoy as much as you can. Your commitment, your passion will really give you enjoyment.
Absolutely. You need to enjoy whatever thing you are doing, in whatever field you are. You need to have that passion. It's a single, a good over. 10 from that over of Shah Faisal. 16 gone, 81 for the loss of 6.
Anfal has been brought in. He bowled 2 good overs. This time onto the back foot, cut fiercely. And the fielder is there protect. After 6 wicket down, things been quiet for IAS Invincibles. And Yallah Shabab really on the top. This is the one standing and delivering 2T. Once again, could have been taken. But I believe that it fell just in front of him. Could not collect properly.
Great effort by Sai Shiv Narayan.
That's the quicker one from Anfal. One of these varieties.
A very experienced campaigner, Anfal PM. Very economical, so far wicketless. He has that advantage of height as well and loves to use those fingers.
I think you do have a very good look at Anfal Mudassir. You know him very well. He has played a lot of cricket back in India. And he's proving that yes, he has played those cricket in couple of matches so far he has played for.
Back of length. Read that line early, but he finds the man. Sanju Sajeev, the fielder. The experience of
So the much needed wicket back to the dugout. Wicket number 7 for IAS Fencible, 86 for 7. So finally Anfal got a wicket. He's bowled. This is last over. Possibly last legal delivery was 4th over. But got the prize wicket of Raufat Ullah.
the right time. Got that big wicket of Abdul Rauf. And what a spell by Anfal PM. 4 overs and 9 runs. And a wicket to his name. 17 overs gone. 86 for the loss of 7.
Bowling card for you. 2 wickets for Faisal Shah. Just 23 runs, 1 wicket for Anfal of 9-4. Brilliant bowling from him. 4 overs and got 1 for 9. Shakil Ahmed 2 for 8. 1 wicket for Mujibur Ali. 1 for 16. And Abdul Khalik 1 for 15. Brilliant bowling spell.
Six bowlers used by the captain, and the spinners did a pretty good job. Not to forget Shah Faisal. He bowled quite well in the power play. A full toss. What a connection. A much needed maximum. Not a good start to the over. Trying to bowl the Yorker. Misses line completely, and Shahzad Rahim, what a striker he is.
We cannot forget his cameo in the last. Couple of more maximums will definitely boost the run for IAS Fencible. 120, 130 from here on.
Way outside the off stump. This is much better. Shorter format. It's always good as a bowler. The more dot deliveries you bowl, the more pressure you can create on the batters.
Once again, coming down, tossed it towards the long off for the single. Well, I think Shahzad will like to have more strike than Pasindu Madawa because he's a new.
So 15 legal deliveries left. How many more these two can add? A low full toss. 8 so far. They started off this over with a maximum now. If they can get another boundary, this might turn into a good over for IAS.
This boy Shahzad can do that. If anything comes into his arc, he will definitely try to play it for the maximum. Once again, drill down for the second. They go quickly for the 2. What a running between the wickets. We'll have to see umpire signal.
Even that full stretch, not able to save Shehzad. Man who was getting those runs, he departs 95 for the loss of 8.
Great work done by the wicketkeeper Leo. He just quickly shattered the stumps before he landed his bat. Ali Imran, another experienced veteran, brilliant off spinner, played lots of cricket in Pakistan, first class cricket, so many records behind him. And he bowled superbly in the last D20 final as well, Mazasir.
Played a key role for IAS in their successful journey of Oman D20. Ali Imran on strike, got wickets, took those stunning catches in the final. Ali Imran. So 10 runs from that over of Khalid. Last couple of overs, they were able to get 20, but in the process lost Shehzad. 18 gone, 96 for the loss of 8.
Faisal Shah is bowling the penultimate over of this innings. He has got 2 early wickets in his first spell. And now depend Pasindu and Imran to face the next 12 league deliveries. Moving away beautifully, swinging away from the batter.
Jamil bhai, he's the man to watch out in T20 World Cup. With the new ball as a fast bowler, he's the leader of that pack. They have got Jan Shafiq, Hasnain, Ali Shah, but all eyes will be on this fast bowler. It's exactly what needs to be done with the death overs.
It's a slower one. And finally escaped that delivery. You are right. He's one of big tournament. He has got one big tournament behind him, getting the prize wicket of Shubman Gill, and also got some more wickets as well. But again, the only thing is that you have to perform the day when you're asked to do.
Growing in confidence. That is what it does when you play against quality opponents, big sides, and all of a sudden you will get that confidence. Driven nicely. And that too, getting that wicket of informed batter, someone like Shubman Gill, and playing against a quality opposition, getting some feedbacks, as well as you also get an opportunity to learn quite a few new things from experienced players.
Well, it's quite obvious. The more you play, the more experience you will get, whether you are a batter or you are a bowler. Especially left-arm bowlers are always, effective. Similarly, left-hand batters are also effective. I'm talking about the top order, number 5, number 6, up to that level.
Another change of pace. And that reminds me of yesterday's game, last night. Oman development team, they were in a comfortable position, chasing 161. Jan Shafiq came, he bowled a brilliant second spell, but final over with 12 needed. The first ball went for 4. Top of that, it was a no ball. In next 6, the bowler defended 7 runs to win the game for Majis Titans. Can you guess the player's name?
Jan Shafi?
The left arm quickie playing for Majis.
Abid Ali. You're talking about Abid Ali, huh? Abidullah. Yes. He has been rested in the last T20 for so many matches. But came back blistering pace.
Back of length. There was some extra bounce, rise in that ball by Shah Faisal. Hit on his wrist. In pain is the batter. So that too, keeping in mind, talking about the last night games, the due factor came in, but still as a fast bowler, he showed great courage. That line and length was tremendous by Abidullah.
No, he's always very right on the spot, trying to bowl within the stumps. And with got pace also. And you're talking about the moisture, I think once the ball pitched the wicket, it's just skidded off with more pace than the normal one. We have seen so many exciting matches in the D20. So we are habitual of seeing and above top of that, all the viewers around must be really seeing and enjoying the game in the D20 and especially in the Super League as well.
You've already witnessed two thrillers on day one. Going for that extra run, 100 comes up on the final delivery of the 19th over. What a spell by Shah Faisal. Couple of wickets in his 4 overs. It's 101 for the loss of 8.
The last over being bowled by Abdul Khalik. He's got 1 wicket, given away 25 runs. This time outside the offer stump, moving away from the batter. Tried one from Faisal Shah. 5 more deliveries to go. I think Pasindhu and Imran will go all out to get maximum runs out of it.
Excellent decision. There was a slight shuffle, but it was way away from Ali Imran. Khalik has been introduced in today's game. So far, it has been a good outing for Abdul Khalik. So just dealing in singles, this pair for IAS Invincibles.
Well, I think if you try to bowl in the block holes, Abdul Khalik more effective. Because outside the office stump there might be top edge or edge of the bat. We'll go toward the third man. Right thing to do is to bowl in the block hole. Difficult for the lower order batter to play on. Once again outside the office stump. Wide. I don't know why he's trying to bowl outside the office stump rather than bowling into the batters.
He needs to control and he needs to work on this aspect of his bowling giving away extras. It has been a problem for Khalid. Just to avoid not to come into the radar of the batter. In the air and just falling short of two fielders. One came in from backward deep point, the other one from short third. So the search for the boundary in this final over continues for these two batters.
Three more legal deliveries. This is also talking about outside the off stump, thick edge of the bat, go to the third man. If you try to bowl in the block hole. Once again, great attempt, absolute brilliant attempt by the fielder, but could not hold the ball.
What an effort. Mujibur Ali, I believe the fielder at a deep extra cover. Can he get a wicket to his name? He already created a couple of opportunities in the previous over of his. Unful PM put on a chance. Now a difficult one by Mujibur Ali. And what a start to this campaign for Yallah Shabab. They won their first game chasing 177 thanks to Zikriya Islam. And now the bowlers, they are in command.
Zikriya Islam is in top of the form. He played superb knock in the last D20 in the last two matches. Continued his form from there to this Super League. Played nicely. The fielder is there. So that's the end of over number 20. 109 for 8 IAS Invincibles asking to bat first. Some brilliant bowling from the Yallah Shabab bowlers. Talking about the batting order, top order failed completely. Sadeep got out to 0, Mehran Khan 0, Savindu got 8, Abdul Rauf Fatahullah played a brilliant knock of 48 for 42 runs. Preet Tanda, newcomer, out for a duck. Anisul Rahman did have some partnership with Rauf Fatahullah, 16 for 25. Muzairada 4 for 7, and Shehzad Rahim batted 12, 15 not out. Bowling analysis once again spearheaded by Faisal Shah, 2 for 27, Anfal Pa 1 for 9, and Shakil Ahmed 2 for 8, Mujibur Ali 1 for 16, and Abdul Khalik 1 for 33. 109 for 8, where short break. After that will come for the chase.
Match number 3. A modest total on board posted by IAS Invincibles. They did not got a good start. Both the openers back in the hut facing just one delivery without opening the account. Some resistance shown by Abdul Rauf Ataullah, the top scorer, 48. To his name, Anisur Rahman got 16 and 15 by Shahzad Rahim, taking them beyond 100 runs. Now it's up to the bowlers of IAS Invincibles to defend that modest totals against the quality batting of Yallah Shabab Giants, who went on to chase that 177 in their opening encounter against Renaissance. Shah Faisal was brilliant, so was Shakil Ahmed. Look at that economy of both the spinners, Anfal and Shakil Ahmed. Bowled 7 overs between them, gave in just 17 runs, 3 wickets between Anfal and Shakil. The economy under 2.5 for Anfal and under 3 for Shakil. And 6 extras conceded by the bowling unit of Yallah Shabab Giants. They did not had a good outing in the previous edition of Oman D20, but now they are looking good as a unit. The batting was superb on day 1. Now the bowlers, they came to the party. During the toss, Captain Saishif said the bowlers, they need to work really hard on this surface, and he must be a happy captain going into that break. And no Hasnain Al-Wahab for Yallah Shabab in this game. So it will be interesting to see who will come out with Zohaib Amanat. But we know who is going to start in the com box alongside me is Jamil sir. Good evening, Jamil sir.
Good evening, Mudassir. So another great encounter in place, though the number of runs on board by Invincible are not that much, but we know their capability of coming back into the game with 120, 125 runs, especially Muhammad Imran and Ali Imran, the most experienced of spinner they do have. So hopefully a good contest in place right now.
Absolutely, and promotion for Zikriya Islam in this tournament. A match winning 70 odd runs in the first game. And Shahzad Rahim with the ball to bowl the first ball of the second innings. Straight away off the mark. In fact, it's Zikriya Islam and Mujibur Ali, no Zohaib Amanat at the top.
Yeah, Zohaib and Mujibur Ali both have scored a lot of runs in the last T20 series. And now against Shahzad, I hope from the Oman tail end, there might be a seamer will come.
Yes, they have included the fast bowler Muhammad Imran in today's game, IAS Invincibles.
Yallah Shabab was unfortunate in the last T20. They did not perform well. To be honest, their middle order was not coming up in that entire particular tournament. Coming down the wicket, top edge, through the gully. And they managed 2 runs. Good delivery from Shahzad. He tried to smash it towards the off stump. Got top edge once again. Over to the gully. And 2 runs to Mujibur Ali.
On the back foot, this is much better looking shot. This time he was in control, a proper connection. The first boundary in this run chase from the blade of Ali.
It's perfect timing onto the back foot, slightly short. For Mujibur Ali.
trying out new things is the management of Yallah Shabab Giants, and good to see players getting an opportunity at top of the order. Someone like Ali and Islam. A couple of seasons ago, Mujibur Ali, he used to bat at top of the order for Yallah Shabab, as well as when he was a part of Royal Oman. Now back at the top, and he needs to grab this opportunity. 7 for no loss, 1 done.
Talking about Mohammad Imran, I was talking about him. He just came back to bowl from the Oman talent. Very, very experienced spinner. Lots of team behind him. This one onto the back foot. Zikri Islam tried to play it on, but not get perfect timing on it.
So starting with spinners, Savindu desperately looking for those early breakthroughs. Such a vast of experience when we talk about Ali Imran, a former Pakistan first class player. In 2013 he made his debut playing in Pakistan for a first class club.
This time Apishli over to the head of the extra cover. 4 runs by Mujibur Ali, rather Zohair Islam.
Beautifully picked up and played deliberately in the air. So 4 runs for Zikri Islam as well. A quick single. So very watchful these two. We are used to watch Hasnainul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat at the top of the order, and those two were blistering, explosive batters.
Absolutely. Stunning batting by these two, Hassanul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat. But now it is Zikri Islam now who is taking the cue. Nasty ball. Very difficult for Mohammad Imran to play on to the back foot. Quick one, giving no time to the batter to or a width to cut that one.
So tough as a spinner to have that grip on the new ball, but he's doing a good job. Good comeback after going for a 4 runs. Cut nicely and beats the diving fielder at point. Beautifully timed and placed by Mujibur Ali. 2 overs gone, 16 for no loss.
Shehzad will continue his second over.
A cautious approach, but in the process they were able to find those boundaries. 3 so far, couple of from Mujibur Ali, 1 from the blade of Zikriya Islam. Weather has been kind here in Al Amirat. Oh, look at that glorious shot. Goes down on one knee and goes over mid-off and clears that rope with ease. The first maximum in this run chase.
Absolutely brilliant one. Stylish one through the extra cover from the middle of the bat. One knee down. Beautiful sight to see that maximum.
What a talent he is. He can bat at number 5, number 6, number 7, and now opening the innings alongside Ali.
Nicely played.
Search for the first wicket continues. 3 overs gone. 27 for no loss.
Mohammad Imran will continue to bowl. I'm sure they are trying to get one wicket as early as they can. Ali Imran, with all his experience, both the batters not facing any difficulty. This time over to the top once again. Beautifully played. One knee down through the extra cover for 4. Lovely sight to see. Zikriya Islam bending down over to the extra cover. Lovely shot. This time once again, so much confidence in it. Over to the cow's corner for the maximum. This is Zikriya Islam, who played 2 superb knocks in the last D20 matches. Continued his onslaught for the bowlers. And that is two with the experience of Ali Imran. This time over to the Cows corner for the maximum. 1-4, 1-6. What an over for Yallah Shabab. What an over. 1-6-1 boundary. Much better delivery. Once again, he smashed it. Standing and delivering. What a shot. Through the covers, one more boundary. Joining me, Panna, right time. Firing from Zikriya Islam, and Ali Imran has really been hammered by him.
9 runs of his first over. He was expensive, but this one is out of the blocks. 18 runs of this over. Ali Imran would be wondering what wrong that he did, because Zikriya Islam went berserk against him. 45 without losing a wicket. At the end of 4 overs, I think brilliant job done at the moment by Yallah Shabab Giants. Desperate times, in comes desperate measure. Mehran Khan introduced into the attack from the Oman LNG end. He's generally very effective against the left-handers. Mujibur Ali is going to be facing him, the left-hander, 14 of 10. Look at the number of options that are available with Yallah Shabab Giants in the opening slot. We've already seen Hasnain al-Wahab doing wonders with Zohaib Amanat. And now, 2 new profound openers. Mujibur Ali, Zikriya Islam. And that showcases the number of options that are available in terms of quality to Yallah Shabab Giants. 64 of 95, mere formalities, that's how it can be seen. Begin swinger. Mix up, needs a directed. Apologies coming in from Zikriya Islam, but I think if there was a direct hit, all those apologies would be in vain. And talking about apologies, there is one person who knows a lot about it. Is Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Mutipa, reason to apologize to me?
As of now, who needs an apology here? Is it Mehran, or is it the fielder Imran, or even Mujibur Ali? Not sure, but he is having a gala of a time with the bat, Zikriya Islam.
50 up for Yallah Shabab Giants. One person who needs to apologize is the head curator, Anup, for delivering a paradise, a batting paradise, for which Mehran Khan is paying the price. And that is one apology that Anup will be very happy to serve, saying that these young lads who are preparing for the big World Cup stage, Zikriya Islam is cruising here. And he's making Yallah Shabab Giants cruise as well.
An inside edge of 4 runs. And I'm pretty sure the bowlers, they need to ask an apology to the head curator. You need to be in good books with the curator. But what a lovely track provided by Anup.
And what I like about it is 175 was chaseable yesterday. Oh, what an incredible strike. Goes all the way. Zikriya Islam is in a panic situation. And that panic is coming from the dugout of IAS Invincible.
7 of Zikriya Islam on full display here at Oman Cricket Academy. 47 of just 18 Pranav.
18 runs of the previous over, Ali Imran, and we said that he was expensive. 17 of this over, and add more runs to it. One bounce into the ropes. 21 runs from that first over of Mehran Khan, and it's going to be a mighty expensive one.
A quick 50. Strong towards the offside as well as towards the leg side. 50 of just 19 balls. 5 gone, 66 for no loss.
Muzair Raza comes into the attack, and that is going to be happening from the Oman tail end. Mudiba, 2 regular openers, Zohaib Amanat and Hasnain ul Wahab, both not featuring, and that is where Zikriya Islam has made a position for himself. Yesterday, exquisite. Big shot from Mujibur Ali, catching opportunity, goes down begging. I think it was Sadeep in the deep. Was not able to hold on to that one, but it was a tough one.
Covered a lot of ground. A full commitment given by Sadeep. But coming back to your question regarding the regular openers, one featuring in this game, one not available. Hassan ul Wahab is out of country. Zohaib Amanat. No Hassan ul Wahab means no Zohaib Amanat. That's a clear message.
They're a pair made in heaven. Partners in crime. And the way they make the bowling department pay. Ooh. But that is not the point of talk at the moment, because Zikriya Islam is producing havoc on the bowling attack of IAS Invincibles, and at the moment IAS Invincibles have no answers whatsoever.
What a tournament he is having. He started with a 50, now continues to dominate the proceedings in this game as well. Under pressure is the young lad Raza.
Once again, it's played in the gap. This time Sadeep will be just good enough to keep it down to a couple of runs. But in life, you have difficult situations. He auditioned for the number 6, number 7 position as a finisher, got an opportunity as an opener, and now he's found a new position for himself. Can you remember of anybody else that has happened, that has been in a similar situation?
The great Sachin Tendulkar. He used to bat in the middle order, but at one tour, it was a tri-series, India, Australia and New Zealand, way back in 90s. Oh, block hole, loud appeal, a toe crusher from Raza. In pain is Zikriya Islam. What a comeback by young lad.
What an incredible delivery. Muzair Raza, he was put under pressure and delivers a gem of a delivery. I need a better one.
Rohit Sharma.
That is the name that I was looking for. Played number 6, number 7.
See, this is the problem when you have kids from 90s sitting next to you. They always expect us to call this generation players, but the first player who came to my mind was great Sachin Tendulkar. That 93 or 94 tour to New Zealand, where he was first tested at the top order under the captaincy of Azharuddin. Chance, a low full toss, and Raza strikes. That's the end of a magnificent knock from Zikriya Islam.
What a knock. 59 of 23 deliveries. As Muzahir sends Zikriya Islam back to the dugout. And he's not just sent him back, but he's wounded him back to the dugout. 75. Boundary, but just not able to get the middle of the bat, and that's where it was well caught at mid-off. 75 for the loss of 1. Muzair Raza. Final delivery of the power play. 75 on the board. And very watchful is Anfal at the moment. Let's go off that delivery in the power play. 6 overs done. 75 for the loss of 1. It's a domination game from Yallah Shabab Giants. The captain comes into the attack. They've got rid of the right-hander. There is a left-hander who is looking to produce havoc. Mujibur Ali takes the baton from the hand of Zikriya Islam.
The fielder were very close, standing at the short mid-wicket. If you could have been at the 30-yard circle, there was an opportunity, but 4 runs for Ali. Not a good start by captain. And coming back to our conversation, when you talk about a player who started his career as an off-break bowler and then used to bat in number 6 or number 7, that was the case of Zikriya Islam, now getting an opportunity to bat at top of the order, back-to-back 50s. And somehow I got it wrong. You are right, it was Rohit Sharma who started his career at the age group cricket as an off-break bowler. But at the international level, a left-arm orthodox who used to bat at number 7, who used to be a regular bowler in the 50-over format in the middle overs, then all of a sudden, he changed the fortune of Sri Lankan cricket, Sanat Jayasuriya.
Oh, yes. That's the perfect example. Even better than Rohit Sharma. The way he came and adapted himself as an opener with those cuts and pulls. Had a low grip, very close to the blade. And from there, the way he used to elegantly use the pace of the bowlers, oh, a class of his own.
It was a nightmare for Indian bowlers in the late 90s. If you remember that 180 odd runs in Mumbai against India, what a knock. And credit should be given to the captain. Yes, those players, they went on to make a big name for themselves, but not to forget, they were provided with that opportunity, and to have that eye for the future, someone like Arjuna Ranatunga. Sri Lanka was struggling in the 80s and 90s, but everything got changed after 95 tour to Australia just before the 1996 World Cup, where they tried Kaluvitharna and Sanat Jayasuriya. And after that, everyone knows what they did in the World Cup.
Absolutely. It's those courageous decisions that can make a lot of difference. Straight as an arrow over the bowler's head, one of the safest areas in the field. And at the moment, Mujibur Ali, who has taken the baton from Zikaria Aslam, is going very strong for Yallah Shabab Giants. Expensive over continue. 87 for the loss of 1. It's just the end of the 7th over. Yallah Shabab Giants are in a hurry here. Muzahir Raza looks to continue from Oman till. It's a time for trivia. We spoke about an off-spinner who picked up a hat-trick in IPL and went on to open. That's Rohit Sharma. Talking about a left-arm pacer from India who went on to play at number 3. He also picked up a hat-trick.
And also he got 9 wickets playing for India under 19 in ACC tournament.
Now, I was not sure about the 9 wickets. But all of that happened under the leadership of Sourav Ganguly. And that is the kind of captain that he was.
And that was the era where he promoted an off-break bowler from middle order to the top order. He sacrificed his position. Then came in Virender Sehwag at top of the order to partner great Sachin Tendulkar. So credit should be given to the captain in making so many great players for Indian team. The back foot away from the fielder.
You talk about Rohit Sharma, you talk about Virendra Sehwag, you talk about Irfan Pathan. So many players that came in, found their self. You don't walk into sides as champions, you're made as one. And that is what happened under the leadership of Sourav Ganguly. We spoke about the leadership of Arjuna Ranatunga, how he made Sanat Jayasuriya into a legend. And that is what is expected out of a captain.
And same was the case of the great Sachin Tendulkar under the leadership of Mohammad Azharuddin. It was Azharuddin who pushed him, who forced him, asked him to bat at top order. And after that, he never looked back. And that is why it's important to have a great leader. And even when we talk about the 1992 World Cup winning side of Pakistan, led by the great Imran Khan, the way he got Inzamam ul Haq, Wasim Akram, they were raw, but they went on to play a crucial and important role for Pakistan in that 1992 World Cup.
And then when you ever get a chance to talk about those players, whether it is Wasim Akram, whether it is the likes of Empire Hari is not very happy with Mazahir Raza going into the danger area. A soft warning for him. Inzamam ul Haq. And they'll always be praises because those role models have stamped an authority, stamped a greatness in the hearts of those players.
Loud appeal, and he is convinced this time. Having a good time with the ball, Raza. Both the openers back in the head, trying to play across the line.
He's a special bowler to watch out for. First getting the wicket of Zakaria Islam, now sending his partner Mujibur Ali back to the dugout. Second wicket for Mazahir Raza. 90 for the loss of 2. The required run rate 1.64, and such has been the domination from Yallah Shabab Giants. 12 overs to play in this game. Full toss. Zohaib Amanat comes in at number 4, and all of a sudden the very first delivery that he faces right from the meat of the bat. 8 overs done, 91 for the loss of 2. Mohammad Imran comes into the attack, generally the lead bowler, but now comes in the 9th over. All these champion sides are special because they know when to use the right resources at the right time.
Going through a rough phase in his career, Imran. How quickly things change, not only about the rules and about the dimensions on field, but also when we talk about the role of coaches in the 80s and till early 2000. Not much power in the hands of coaches. They used to be travel as a managers more than a coaching role, but now this modern day cricket, the coaches play an important role. Oh, lethal bouncer, that extra pace, a fumble, but a dot delivery. And look at that. If you talk about Yallah Shabab Giants, Pranav, they had their own struggle in the previous edition of Oman D20. At the start, they were clearly missing their head coach Prashant PC. Once he came back, we have seen a complete change, especially in the attitude of the players, and the right roles were defined, and that is where the coaches plays an important role in the modern day cricket.
Absolutely. Can't put it in a better way. Yallah Shabab Giants, we were talking at the start of the Oman D20 as one of the most mediocre sides. They're right at the bottom of the table. And they were looking, they were hunting, they were searching for a win. From there, once the coach PC was back, all of a sudden they looked like a dominating side. No change in players, nothing changed. It is just the absence and presence of one person.
Beautifully managed. Work for Anis. Just not able to keep the ball inside the rope. 4 runs. Quickly inching closer to their target. Yallah Shabab Giants.
In a hurry, they just manages to get underneath it. Brilliant effort in the deep by Anis as well, but not much that he could have done with that kind of pace that was generated from the bat of Zoeb Amanat. 95 for the loss of 2. Looking to find the gap at the covers, won't be able to find it on this occasion.
And Sir Dilip Mendes, 2009 or 2008, he entered Oman, and after that we have seen a visible progress. They took that baby steps towards the success. When we talk about the rise of Oman, in 2019 they achieved their ODI status for the first time.
Heaved on the leg side for a single. So just 5 runs from that over of Mohammad Imran. 96 for the loss of 2 at the end of 9. But Mudipa, the transition that we have seen in front of our eyes for the Oman cricket from a small office that was located in Ruvi, from there to have a venue of its own, the Oman Cricket Academy, one of the premium level world-class facilities that are available in the Gulf region, one of the highest caliber, the kind of indoor facilities that are there, then the media center that we are located in at the moment. From the dusty, muddy grounds with cement wickets, which were transitioned to mat wickets and now turf wickets, it's been an experience to watch out for.
That is why it's important to have the right people, the right position, especially the top management. The best part what I like about Oman cricket is, Pranav, correct me if I am wrong, they were never in a hurry. But in hurry is Zoeb Amanat and Yallah Shabab. What a hit. 100 comes up for Yallah Shabab Giants.
What a strike. Lovely. It was full from Muzair Raza in the arc of Zoeb Amanat, who has been dropped to number 4. And all of a sudden, Zoeb Amanat, the kind of impact that he's just showcasing that he's hungry. He's been away from runs, but now that he's had an opportunity, slower delivery, beats him, all ends up.
As if he was waiting for a Mercedes, and in comes a bicycle from Raza. Well deceived, cunning, slow delivery by Raza.
All he could do is roll on his back and laugh about it. Very lucky that the ball didn't go on and affect the timber. Another slower delivery. Once again, too early in the shot is Zoeb Amanat.
What a start to this tournament for this side. Yallah Shabab Giants, a comprehensive win in the first game, now cruising quite well towards the target of 110. So you need to have the patience. You need to follow a proper manual as well as look at that shot. Anfal PM, the tall Anfal PM coming down the track. Big heave toward that leg side. Maximum.
In the first 2 overs of Muzair Raza was looking to defend. Now he is looking to attack. And what a shot was that.
Raza started off really well, but now leaking runs in this over. A complete domination by Yallah Shabab Giants in this game. Scores are level, Anfal on 9. Change of pace. We have witnessed a complete team effort by Yallah Shabab Giants. They bowled well. They fielded well. Now the batters. Yet again it was Zikriya Islam's show at top of the order. Back-to-back 50s in this tournament for Islam. Four runs, yes, and they will seal another win in this ongoing D20 Super League tournament here in Oman. It's back-to-back wins. The D20 Oman champions not having a good start to the tournament. The batters, they struggled in the first innings, so were the bowlers in the second innings. Just a couple of wickets going down. And what a win. And reaching the target in just 10 overs. And no Hassan al-Wahab, but the management did wonder by promoting Zikri Islam at top of the order, and the young Islam responding to the call of the management with back-to-back 50s. A pure domination here at Oman Cricket Academy by Giants. It was Anfal PM, Shakil Ahmed, Shah Faisal with the ball. They were very economical, and in the process they also picked up wickets between them. The boss, the head coach, PC, turning things in favor of his side in this tournament. Just a couple of wickets going down. Both the openers got runs. Islam, 19 balls, 50. He made 59 of 23, 27 of 19 for Ali. Amanat and Anfal remained unbeaten on 13. Just one extra given away by the bowling unit, and it took them exactly 10 overs to go beyond the target of 109. It was Raza, the pick of the bowler for IAS Invincibles. The other bowlers struggled. The likes of Ali Imran going for plenty of runs in his second over. Mehran Khan gone for 21. Nothing much to talk about the bowling side apart from Raza getting those couple of wickets. Day 2 and match number 3 going in favor of Yallah Shabab Giants. following a process, making few changes, and the results going in favor of Giants. It's a chilly evening. We are in the city of mountains in Muscat for this wonderful tournament. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be a post-match presentation ceremony of game number 3.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is.